Okay, so the article is lost opportunity. Okay, it is today's editorial. What is the date today? 15th July 2020. Okay, lost opportunity is what the heading says. India's loss in failing to develop the Chabahar project, okay, in Iran might be China's gain. Okay, so always this newspaper has a problem. Okay, not only Hindu, every newspaper always comparing India and China. Okay, they keep on doing it. Okay. So here also they are saying that because India is not able to develop this project, that China may have a gain. Okay, so let us see what is that gain. And before entering, I will also show where is Chabahar port, so that you understand the importance of port. Are you able to see one photo?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So look at this. This is India. Okay, Pakistan, and then comes Iran. Okay. So this Chabahar port is here. Okay. The Chabahar port is here, which I am encircling. Okay. So from Kandla port, it is India's tidal port. From here, you can go here. And from this, if rail links are connected, we can go to Kabul. Okay, we can go to Kabul. So it was important connectivity to the Central Asia, right? It was an important connectivity for Central Asia. It was important connectivity to Central Asia. Important connectivity to Central Asia. Sorry. Okay, important connectivity to Central Asia. Chabahar port is here. Okay, and this is Gadwar port. This is being developed by China. Right on this. Okay, China is developing this port. Okay, Gwadwar port. It is in Pakistan. This has a link with, if you link it with, it goes into Jammu Kashmir. Okay, to a port, to a roadways which we call it as a CPEC. Right now, CPEC, China Pakistan Economic Corridor. China Pakistan Economic Corridor. China Pakistan Economic Corridor. Okay, that India is opposing. India is saying that that is not good. That is affecting India's sovereignty because it passes through Jammu Kashmir. Okay, so not much confusion. We are talking about this Chabahar port, which is supposed to be developed by India. In fact, India spent a lot of money into it. India spent a lot of materials to it. Okay. But now it is not happening, and Iran has announced that they will do on their own. They will do it on their own. Okay. So this place is also important. Okay, Jahidan. Okay, Zahidan. Okay, then Zaranj and Kabul. These are the connecting, because it's not just a port. After that, there will be a railways. Okay, okay. So that will connect to the Central Asia. Okay, fine. Is it clear? Basic things are okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, say yes or no something. Okay, then only the class
Yes,
becomes interactive. Yeah, right from the beginning of its tenure, okay, the government has underlined the geostrategic importance it attaches to the Chabahar port project. Okay, underline the word geostrategic importance. Okay, that means geography-based importance in the military. Okay, geography-based geostrategic importance, geography-based strategic importance of Chabahar port. What is geography-based strategic port? Means it will have an eye on the Pakistan. Right now, it will have an eye on the Pakistan. Yeah, and it will help the Indian investment, protecting Indian investment. Okay, so what is the geostrategic? An eye on the Pakistan. Okay, and protecting India's investment in the region. For example, a lot of oil ship and all will go. Okay, so that region, okay, that Strait of Hormuz, okay, and Gulf, Persian Gulf, all these are protected because India's involvement is there. Okay, so it is very important, and through that we are going to get into the Afghanistan, because uh, Afghanistan can be accessed only through Pakistan. Okay, so we are creating an alternative route to access Afghanistan, and from there you can go to the Central Asia. Central Asia right now is very good for hydrocarbons. Central Asia is a very good resource for hydrocarbons, so we could have tapped that. So all this have been there based upon the Chabahar port. Okay, so underline the word geostrategic importance. It attaches to Chabahar port. The project signed in 2003. Okay, has been a symbol of traditionally important Indian-Iran ties. Like write down. India and Iran are very good friends. Okay, India and Iran, okay, a lot of ups and downs in terms of all the countries in the region, but India and Iran have been always a very good friend. Okay, so traditionally we have a lot of importance. Okay, have you heard about Rig Veda? No, not yet.
I heard about it.
Yes, yes, very good.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
in
Yes,
Rig
sir.
Veda, some of the words
Yes, sir.
mentioned
Yes.
has got its no. The same words are mentioned in Iranian text also. Okay, so that is a that much traditionally we are attached. Okay, Persian languages, all this. So India and Iran have been a lot of friendship have been there. So traditionally we are linked, connected by sea lanes to port on India's western coast. Okay. Chabahar would form a full crown of India's outreach to Russia and Central Asia. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, from Iran we can go to Russia. Okay, very important. That means Russia is very good traditional friend, you can say, and they are very good in defense. Russian is also very good in hydrocarbons. Write down two things. One is it's a very good friend, very good friend. Very good friend. They are good in hydrocarbons, that is petroleum, natural gas, and all. Okay, Central Asia. So that means it is not just ending with the Iran. Okay. From Iran, we could have gone to Russia. Okay. Given that, so enhancing connectivity, energy supplies, and trade. Write down this. Okay. Enhancing connectivity means we are giving an alternative route. Okay, alternative route. Okay, that is not now stopped. Okay. Energy supplies, then trade. Apart from the energy, a lot of other trade also could have been done. Given that Pakistan blocked India aid to Afghanistan on all trade over land, Chabahar provided an alternative to permanently bypass its troublesome neighbor. So this also I just now told you, because the only way to connect to Pakistan as of now is to go through the Afghanistan is go through the Pakistan. Okay. But Pakistan is always blocking India. Okay, so thereby we could not reach Afghanistan. Okay, and why Afghanistan important for us right now? Afghanistan important, traditional ties, all those we can say. Okay, but we need a peaceful Afghanistan. Okay, you remember Kandahar issue? Anybody? Or Mohanlal went and released all the kidnappers.
Hijacking flights, sir.
He was given colonel post for that, right?
Yeah, he went to and he released all our passengers. Okay, another Kandahar issue. So Kandahar is the issue happened in Afghanistan. That means Indian flight was hijacked there, and so a lot of trouble. So we want peaceful Afghanistan because it is good for India's security. Okay, so that way, and a lot of things we are importing from Afghanistan also, minerals, all those stuff. Okay. So we wanted to access Afghanistan. Again, that is not possible because Pakistan is stopping us. Okay. So that is why an alternative, alternative route will be finding it to get into the Afghanistan. Yeah. As a result, government fast-tracked the planned project, and in 2016, Modi was there. Okay, Modi went, okay, and he signed a trilateral agreement. Underline the word trilateral, means three countries are coming. What are the countries? India, Afghanistan, and Iran. Okay, India, and Afghanistan, and Iran. India, Afghanistan, and Iran. Okay, trilateral agreement for the project. Okay, and India was given 10 years of lease to develop the project, to develop the port, and operate two terminals. Okay, and 5 berth, access to Chabahar free trade zone. All these were there. Please note down this. As per the agreement, India will have 10 years of lease to develop the project and operate two terminals and 5 berth. Berth means it is, I think it is a location. Then access to the Chabahar free trade zone. Okay. Then not only that, then we also built the railways. Okay, from Chabahar to, they may ask this place here. Okay, the UPSC will ask this place. What is Zahidan? Okay, where is it located? It is located in Iran. Okay, it is almost touching the Afghanistan border. Iran almost touching the Afghanistan border. Okay, so we'll create a railways also. Okay, Railways also, okay, there's a company called IRCON. Okay, they will be developing the railways. The government.
Sir, can you repeat the agreement once more?
Yeah, well, agreement is between India, Iran, and Afghanistan. So trilateral agreement. Okay, according to the agreement, India was given 10 years lease. Okay, 10 years lease on developing the project. Okay, operate 2 terminals and 5 berth. Then access to the Chabahar free trade agreement, free trade zone. Then building of railways. Okay, 628-kilometer railways from Chabahar to Zahedan. Okay. If anybody forgot what is Zahedan, look at this. Okay, Zahedan is this place. Okay, this is Chabahar port. And the Chabahar port is this one. So from here we'll be creating a railways. It could go to Kabul, then from there it can go to Central Asia. It was possible like that. Again, now India is not doing this again. It is not like India doesn't want to do it. I'll tell you the reason behind this also. Okay, India wanted to do this. India was actually initiating all this because, in fact, we took on every other countries and we started doing it. Okay. But still, it is not possible. I'll tell you. Yeah, proceed, Shravan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. The government acted quickly to develop Chabahar port, sent exports to Afghanistan in 2018, moved 500,000 tons of cargo, okay, including grains and food supplies for Afghanistan again through the port. However, the rail line has never taken off a number of reasons despite this one. Okay. So Chabahar port is almost done, okay, but the rail project is not done. Okay. It is done by the IRCON, I told you, Indian company. Okay. Undertake the construction 1.6 billion. Copied on this one. Okay, the project is 1.6 billion. 1.6 billion. How much Google is investing in India?
75.
75.
75 what?
Billion million or billion?
Billion? What?
10 billion.
Dollars or rupees?
$10 billion. Dollar. Oh, I don't know.
It is investing $10 billion. Okay. $10 billion, which is equal to 75,000 crore Indian rupees.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So considering this is a very small amount. Again, 1.6 billion. India is investing in Iran to develop this. While contract changes by the Iran side and delayed response from the India. So one of the reason is right now, okay, one of the reason is India's delay in the project. Okay, India's delay, responses delay, okay, and some changes from the Iranian side also. Okay, the contract changes from the Iran and the delayed response from Indian side were the part of the problem. Okay, but the main villain here is this person. Dun, 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 dun.
America.
Okay, he has a problem with Iran traditionally. Okay, as we say, traditionally we are friends with Iran. Okay, America is traditionally enemy of Iran, particularly after that Iranian revolution happened. Okay. So they had a lot of sanctions. Right? Americans had a lot of sanctions. They're using the word penalties here, but a lot of sanctions. I don't know the word sanction. Oh, you're spelling on the sanction. Sanction. Yeah, yes. Sanction. Sanction is something kind of what is it? It's like some kind of problem you're creating for the trade. You cannot do an outside trade if there's a sanction on Iran, means Iran cannot do trade with other countries. Okay, particularly they cannot use dollars for trade. Okay, that also okay for us. In fact, we went for barter system with Iran. Okay, they gave us oil and we gave them food grains. Okay, that also we did it. Okay. So some kind of trade we can do, but as for this construction is required, we need a lot of international supplies. Right on, we need a lot of international supplies. International companies have to come and work. Okay, but they were not working because of fear of America. Okay. They were not working. So India was able to get a waiver from America. Okay. Waiver from America. There's a concept called right on CARTSA. CARTSA. This law is passed in America. CARTSA. CARTSA means countering American adversaries. Adversaries means opposites, like adversaries through THROU, through sanction acts. Sanction act. This was known as CARTSA. Okay, so this was applied on Iran. Okay, that means it cannot do any kind of trade with any other country. You can say one problem they created for Iran, and you know there was an attack also. Iran attacked the American installation in Arabia. So those kind of things, they kidnapped. They actually took over a British ship also. Okay, so all these tensions were there in the region. Okay, so American put the sanctions on the Iran, but India is not afraid of these sanctions. Okay, India said that we have to do this, and India got a waiver also. Right in this word, India got a waiver from America in terms of Chabahar port. Okay, and also to build a railway lines from the USA. We got a waiver. That means India specific exceptions were given. Okay, but the problem is international construction and equipment partners were not willing to sign a project. Okay, that means they were not coming to it. Okay, they were not coming to India. That is a big problem for India. Understood? So even though we have that, yeah, US said go ahead, you can do with the Chabahar board. The other companies which are supposed to come and work in Iran, they are not coming. Because they are not coming, India is not able to go ahead. Okay. So how do you see this problem? You also see this problem. Okay, still it is America centric only. Because of Americans' fear, the companies are not coming. Other companies are not coming. Okay. Now, who was that? One slide. Yeah. See, what I'm saying is why this project is getting out of India. Okay. First thing is Iran has changed some of the conditions, while contract changes by the Iran side. That is the one problem. Okay. Second one is delayed responses from India. Okay. But the main problem is the Americans. Okay. But Americans, not directly we can say, because India got certain waivers from the America. Okay. Even though India was able to negotiate a sanction waiver for Chabahar port and rail line from the US, few international companies and equipments were willing to, only few. Okay. Means everybody is not willing to come. Other one slide.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
One slide, that if you look at the tone, that I understand. Look at this.
Sir, international companies mean like globally or just American companies?
Other than Indian company, we'll say international company. Okay. Other than Indian company may come. Okay, but that it's not enough. Okay, we need a lot of equipments from the some local suppliers. Okay, from the regional suppliers, from Europeans. All these people, they are not coming. Okay. See, what is the problem with the port is, one is they are saying that Iran has done some problem. What they have to change the, what change they are not saying, that change the contract. Because that is the first problem. Second problem, India is not quick to respond. They are delaying the response. Okay. Okay, India is not quickly responding. Okay. Third problem is America. Okay, America. When you say America, write down this word CARTSA. CARTSA. Okay, CARTSA means countering. It is American law. It is an American law, not applied on India. Okay, it was applied on Iran, North Korea, and Russia. This is a law applied for these three countries. CARTSA. CARTSA means countering American adversary. Okay, adversary through sanction act. That means if any countries they are thinking that they are enemy to America, then they will put a sanctions against them. Okay, so this is one of the reason that they are not, the other companies are not able to come and work. Okay, but we got a waiver. That means we got an exception from the America that to work in Iran and Chabahar port. Okay. In spite of this waiver, certain international companies were not ready to come and work. Okay. Because of that, it got delayed. Okay. And ultimately it got cancelled. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Abarna?
We got a waiver എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ sir? എന്നിട്ട് അത് പിന്നെ cancel ആയോ? എങ്ങനെയാണ്
ഇല്ല
ഉദ്ദേശിച്ചത്?
waiver ഇപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ട്. Now also we got a waiver. But what to do with the waiver? I can go and stand there. I'm ready to work again. But we need some international corporations also. Some other companies have to come. Some other equipment supplies has to come from Europe. Okay, all this has to come. Okay, but that is not coming. Okay, that means it is still the American waiver is not effective. Okay, even though it is working on India, but other companies, other countries are not willing to take part. They don't want to make Americans angry.
Okay.
Okay. After appeal to India, including one issued by the Foreign Minister Javed Zarif when he visited Delhi in January this year, Iran decided to go on its own. So the current news, that is yesterday's news, is right on. Iran decided to do its own. Okay. They started that they will do the rail connectivity on their own. Okay. Iran decided by beginning to lay tracks from line connecting Chabahar to Afghanistan to Turkmenistan last week. Okay. The current news is Iran said that we are not using India, we don't want India, we will do on our own. Regardless of the reason for India's inability to join the rail project, the decision can only be seen as an opportunity lost. Okay. Now we can justify, we can say that India did not do it because of so and so reason, but it is an opportunity lost. Write down. Okay. Write down that very clearly. Compute on from here. Regardless of the reason for India's inability to join the rail project. Okay, regardless of the reason for India's inability to join the project. Okay, railway project. Chabahar port is almost complete. Okay, railway project. The decision can only be seen as a lost opportunity. The impression that India wavered due to US pressure, especially after India cancelled oil imports from Iran, also questions New Delhi commitment to strategic autonomy. Okay. So initially we felt that India is very independent. I was always telling that Modi government is very, very good in the foreign policy. They created an independent foreign policy. Okay, it is true. Okay, right on. Modi government, one of the successful foreign policy we could say. Okay, you can talk about Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru created a lot of foundation. Okay, but now I believe that Modi is successful in foreign policy. Okay, he is able to deal equally with the Americans as well as from Russians. That is the biggest thing we could do in the history of India's foreign policy. Because over there, we always have been very close to Russia. Okay. Americans only see that. Okay. But now we have very close relation with the Americans also. Okay. So all this we can see. And in fact, when the Kartsa was applied and India was asked to stop the import from Iran, we said we are not stopping. Okay, that is different. My relationship with America is different. My relationship with Iran is different. My relation with Russia is different. So we could exclusively create our own relationship with all the different countries. But in spite of all this, in the ground level, okay, India could not continue to have imports from the Iran. At one point we have to stop. Okay, particularly the problem is Iran cannot accept dollars. Okay, and Iran cannot get other international currency also. So it was almost a barter system was going on. So India was at one point of we have to cancel this. People are saying that because of US pressure only we cancelled it. Okay. Right down. India cancelled the oil imports from the Iran. In fact, Iran was giving at a very cheap rate. They were giving almost 50%, 60% discount on all. Okay. But we were not able to buy. Okay. Because of US pressure, you can indirectly say, but currency was not swapped. Currency was not going in. Okay. So here they are saying that the impression, that means it looks like that India wavered due to the US pressure, especially after India cancelled the oil imports from the. So I told you India and Iran are very traditionally very good friends. Okay, we have a lot of important ties and all. Okay, but India cancelled the oil imports from the Iran. Okay, one of the reason is US pressure. They are saying. Okay, so this questions the India's strategic autonomy. Okay, that means we are able to decide on our own. Okay, that is under question. Okay, we are coming under the pressure of US is what the question is. While Iran claims it will fund the railways using its own resources, it seems to have embarked the Chabahar project with the confidence born by an imminent deal with the China. Okay. Now, first they said that they are going to do this one. with their own resources. But there is an agreement recently done between India, Iran and China. Right now, Iran and China has done an agreement for 400 billion. 400 billion. Where was our this one? 1.6 billion, right? Okay. China is going to invest in Iran for next 25 years, 400 billion. Okay, 400 billion in infrastructure, connectivity, and energy projects. Right on this. Recently, Iran has got a tie-up with China. China is going to invest 25 years in next 25 years, 400 billion dollars. Okay, this will be implemented in the infrastructure. The infrastructure means railways, roadways, all this infrastructure, connectivity, same thing, and energy projects. Okay, Iran has got a lot of energy, a lot of oil. Okay, in a world where the currency, in the world where connectivity is seen as a new currency, India's loss could become Chinese gain, and New Delhi must watch this space created by its exit closely. Okay, so at the end they are saying that because China has come in, okay, now India should be very watchful to the Chabahar port where they have vacated. Okay, clear, guys? So at the end of the day, the summary is like this. Okay. It is an important port, okay, strategically, because it could have given us connectivity to the Central Asia. It was given us energy from the Central Asia, not only from Iran. Okay, then we could have taken an eye on Pakistan, an eye on the energy route. Okay, but India could not complete this. See, this Gulf of Oman is there, no? Okay, this from here, a lot of oil supplies are coming to India. Okay, that from UAE, Saudi Arabia, all this they are coming. Okay, now Chabahar port under India's control could have been very useful. Okay, okay, and the railway lines going to Central Asia, all this, but that is not happening. Okay, so you can say there's a positive about the project is okay, connectivity to Central Asia, Russia. Okay, so when I say Central Asia, Russia, what is we are getting is we are getting the energy. Okay. Then it is also geostrategic importance, and then to deal with Pakistan and deal with this Gulf of Oman. All this, it is important. Okay, and it could also kept away with China. Okay, so these are the positives about this one. But the problems is Americans. Okay. So they have problem with that because that Iran, even if Iran is willing, India is willing, other companies are not willing because of we have to bypass. And some of the reason they are saying that Iran has cancelled or changed the contract. India has delayed the project. Americans have put a sanctions on it. International companies are not coming. India stopped the oil import from the Iran. Okay, all these are seen as an issue. Okay, but whatever happened is India is out of this project now, and China has got in. How much they are investing in Iran? 25 years they are investing 400 billion on the energy, connectivity, and infrastructure. Okay, so India should be watchful about the places which has exited from it. So it should be very important for us. Yeah, any other points, additional, deletion, doubts? Midun, Manslayo. Very good. Huh? Okay. Anumol. Anumol, you didn't send me other questions, madam. Huh? Interest has come down. Huh? Abarna, Atul, you are able to understand? Devika, Mohammed Shabazz, Shravan, Tijo, Vignesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yesterday, the central government has given guidelines for online coaching. Did anybody read it? They want every 1 hour, one break has to be given. Okay. Screen time has to be reduced and all they are saying. Okay.